rubber on the model room welcomes all. Thanks for stopping by, answering the call. Ups and downs are normal for some of us. Many days I bet to get off this life bus. Neon lights flicker, no shadow on the wall. Dreams on the ceiling, we run and then we fall. Sharing stories over paper cups. Wheels keep turning but never enough. Life's a ride on a rickety old track, holding on tight, never looking back. In the rubber and model room we could fight, laugh, cry, love in this crazy ride.
Okay, see, I'm sitting here singing my same song. I love my song. I love my song, y'all. Hey, yay! It's Friday, and guess what? We're gonna try to see this damn Cody. This. What was this Kodiak red guy that wouldn't play for us the other night? So, yes, we're gonna try to get this thing to play. And then I don't know. They've come up with this new little thing that says show. It's Thursday. No, it's not Thursday anymore, Hannah. It's Friday here now, right? No, it's Thursday. Anna, you're so right. I'm so dumb tonight. I have brain rot. I have brain melt. I've been sitting on the couch watching stupid videos. So yes, it is Thursday. So I don't know how it's going to work, but somehow there's this new little thing in StreamYard that says show comments on stage. Let's believe it's Friday. I'm with you, Maria. Let's believe it's Friday. So I don't know. I'm trying to see how. But if I click on it, it'll still bring up the whole comment where I can highlight it. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that it was a new thing. I didn't know you were panicking. No. It's just my mind is, hey. It's the mind of Sheila. We don't know where we're going. So I think with any luck, we're going to get to see the video that we didn't get to see the other night, because I realized not only was I over here streaming, Hector was home watching TV, so he was streaming from his phone. Tyler was in his room doing his little videos, so he was streaming from his phone. So that's why I think everything was lagging. So you're going to tell me, but you, I know, I was so hyped up. I was like, yay, it's Friday. There was a first comment I put out there. I was like all excited. And then I was like, oh, Hannah burst my little bubble there. It's okay. We love you. We love you anyways. Okay, I'm going to hit play on this raggedy ass twin guy that we didn't get to see the other night. And hopefully the damn thing will play.
Your hairline's raggedy. He came off the car, aggressive as fuck. And he gets in my face and he's like, man, you pay for that, you pay for that hairline, like all over my face. Got in my face, pushed me. You see, he gets in the window and he has his pistol at the window.
So when the driver put the gun in your face and you're sitting in the car, tell me what was going through this. What thought were you going through?
Laughing at me?
Excuse me, what? No one's laughing at you.
One half of the island boy found himself
Are
on
you
the other
laughing
side
at
of the
me?
law after officers received a 911 call about a fight happening in the parking lot of a beauty supply store. The caller stated that a rapper and famous TikToker, part of the rap group known as the Island Boys, was seen aggressively arguing with a group of men about a haircut. The argument became so intense, guns were reportedly pulled. Moments later, the rapper was seen chasing a car in a yellow Corvette, cutting off traffic before circling back to the scene.
No, this guy's literally scared the fuck out of me.
Okay, but to be honest, okay, they were making fun of these boys' haircuts. Have you seen these boys' haircuts? This is a clean cut for this guy, because the previous pictures I've seen him, he had some kind of like weird, like Krusty the Clown thing coming out his head. Like, I don't know what they're called. I just remember thinking of Krusty the Clown from, what was that show? The Simpsons? Yeah, so I don't know. So obviously he got a haircut according to this video, but they laughed at it. And he thought the cop was laughing at him.
You're driving like an asshole.
No, you guys don't understand. No, it's not that. Listen.
Anything on you?
No. It's not. Sir. I did not hit your car. That was them, bro. I was chilling, getting stuff.
Dude, we've been watching.
I know.
Video with One Island Boy.
But,
One Island Boy.
Let me explain to you guys what happened. Bro, these guys pulled out guns out on me.
Where's Hio? She's missing the Island Boy.
I already been threatened when I've been here. I'm sorry, sir.
Where's your ID? Where's Where's your ID?
I don't have my ID. Look,
Stay over here.
you guys check.
Stay over here. Where's your ID?
Look, I didn't want no trouble. They tried me on video. I don't have my ID on, sir. Look.
You have a license.
You didn't make it out with 10
Yes.
Is there anything in the car we need to know about?
No,
This is your car.
This is my mom's. Of course, you guys know.
I don't know you.
I know you are, but
Yes.
hear me out. We've been sitting here. Listen, stop. We've been legitimately sitting here watching you drive like an asshole from 10 Ave down 11 Ave, all through the
No,
whole park.
I was just going.
Don't tell me what I'm not seeing. I
Sir.
watched it all happen.
Sir, if they put out guns on me, I was
Then
literally.
why not leave or call the police?
I was
Why did you
literally
do
about to
that?
call you guys.
What's your name?
I was Vegas. I was literally about to call you guys. I don't want. Look, I didn't want no trouble. I didn't want no smoke.
Alex?
He would lie to officers, giving them his twin brother's name in hopes of getting out of the situation. Officers launched a thorough investigation, attempting to
lied on
locate
his
the
brother?
other parties involved.
But that poor
For
boy was running
shame.
for his life. Because all of them, sir, ask anybody to please speak. All of them had a gun. He was up and down, up and
The guys in
down.
the silver Mustang.
Yes, yes, sir. He was running for his life.
But there's difference if he keeps
Yes,
doing laps.
yes. You know what tell them all.
Bro, they put out guns on me and everything. I'm not lying to you.
You were here hanging out with them. We were watching.
Yes, hanging out, and then all of a sudden you just see dude push me, and I get in the car, and they say get up and they say get up and do something, get up and do something, and then I'm a good citizen. You guys should know this.
I did an update, Maria.
Mine
Mine did an update yesterday.
How bad does it look when you're
Well, I'm
driving
back
laps
to it.
around people?
I know, I'm so
who are
sorry.
pointing guns at you, right?
I know, but I just want to stay here. I was gonna call you. I swear to God.
All right.
I was gonna
We're
call
here
you.
now.
I was
Let's
gonna.
handle the situation.
I know you guys
Give us a
don't.
second. You know those other guys?
No, I was scared. I had their Instagram. I was scared.
You're people on Instagram?
No, but I get you know I get threatened all the time. When I shop here to get clothes, people threaten me all the time, stuff like that. But I came here to get here. Look, let me show you.
For Vegas. Hang on.
Look, I got stuff for Sally's. I couldn't.
I don't know what's inside the car.
I just put tires in my car.
What do you need from the car?
I want to show you what I got from the store. I came here.
No,
No,
these are just tattoos.
I was scared.
Why are you
From the
bleeding?
Clippers. That's why I came here to buy Clippers.
Oh, he
Buy
is
Clippers.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Clippers.
Give 2 minutes. You want to press charges on those guys? Yes or no?
It's gonna be a bad look on me, sir.
Well, I mean, you
Can
said
I grab my bait?
grab your bait. You don't come to the car, right?
I have no guns. You can share my bag here. Look, sir. I keep a knife.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine. Listen. You'll put the knife in the car?
Yes.
Put the knife in the car, grab your bait, come out and
I'll
talk.
put my.
He needs his
Where you
video.
gonna put it? In the trunk?
Underneath the seat. Underneath the seat.
It's kind of low. It's kind of
It's
low.
fine. Listen. Grab your bait, come
Can
out
I
and
at
talk.
least put it where someone I can grab? I freak out.
You're with us right now.
Yeah.
Right? So all you gotta do is grab your bait, come
Oh, I'm
talk to me.
freaking out.
Grab your bait, come talk to me.
Bro, I don't even know what my bait's at, bro.
Check your bag.
Alex, what's your birthday?
Oh, 7/16, 2001.
07/16/2001.
Right.
You have a middle name?
No, I don't know. You don't know who I am, sir?
No. Why would I know who you are?
I'm a TikToker, influencer. I make music. I live here. I live here.
Why would I know who you are?
Over there in Palm, nice house. You guys.
Do you remember who pointed guns at him? You don't remember who pointed guns at you?
Yes.
Who?
You guys didn't see him?
I didn't see who was pointing guns. We saw you driving up and down.
You didn't see the guy?
No, we didn't see the guy
This guy-
pointing guns. We were from a distance. All we didn't see
Okay,
his car
so
going up fast.
you guys saw it far away. Okay. Basically, it was the guy with the skinny guy with the dreads. Yeah, the skinny guy with dreads. Skinny guy with dreads. The one that I think he drove off. Remember, it was 3 or 4 guys. I don't know, but it all started with
White male.
They're all black. They're all black guys.
They're all black
Us
guys.
rapping, it went in an Escalade. They said, I have videos and everything. They said, look. No, he's sick.
What?
Putting on the radio what you said.
I don't want to go down. Pressing charges.
Are you a felon or anything?
No, I'm not a felon. I literally.
Other than
When I was a juvenile, I go around with people like that. You don't know who I am?
no, I don't.
I mean, like, everybody's just supposed to know who he is. That's just the mentality of these people. It's got my side's not lagging, Maria, babe.
I can't even mind my own business.
I got you. So, what do you want to do right
Call
now?
my doctor. Well, he's but
Doctor. What's your doctor gonna do for you right now?
I get panic attacks.
Okay,
freak out.
I got you.
I'm not.
But what you?
I'm not on my
here's the thing.
medication.
Somebody, listen, somebody pointed a gun at you, correct?
I've been
I'm asking you if you want to press charges.
Yes.
Who called? Hi, how you doing? What's going on? So we kind of got.
Hey, Katya.
Can you tell me what happened before I got here?
So I was told to call
Good morning.
911 because it was like a good bunch of them I was seeing on the camera, and appeared one. I heard one appear with a gun, and I think the other car left.
You saw this, or somebody else saw this?
Somebody else saw it. I was just directed to
So
call.
who saw this? Who can I talk to? Who saw this?
Everyone that was in the front.
What?
Everyone that was in the front.
So did you see the footage or no?
No, I was
So,
just directed
I
to
need to
call.
talk to
Because he was
somebody.
finna pull out a gun. That's why they pulled out a gun. All of them got guns.
We're not here to say people in the Los Angeles pointing guns at the yellow one that we have here.
Yeah, we was standing out there. We ain't had no choice. We were blocked in.
Could you tell us more?
Okay, he was out in the parking lot. The island boy, the yellow one.
And I have to stop and say this. All this is happening inside a Sally's Beauty Supply. Hello. And, not there's anything bad about Sally's Beauty Supply because I shop at Sally's Beauty Supply, but I don't think I would have suspected running to an island boy at a Sally's Beauty Supply. That would have been the last person that I would thought I would run into in a Sally's Beauty Supply. Anyways.
What's in the car? 3 or 4 boys
In the yellow car?
in the gray car.
Okay, I don't know. There's no gray car here, but I guess it's down.
Okay. What's the officer that was in the marked car?
I'm the marked car with you.
Okay, when you was coming up the street, going that way, you look over this way. It was a gray car parked. I don't know if your car camera can see over here. Okay, so, but it was a gray car parked next to my car.
Okay.
Like 2 cars over from mine. It was some guys in that car. They all was in that car talking to him.
Talking to him.
They started, I guess it was an altercation about,
Between the driver, the island boy driver,
Yeah.
and the people in the gray car.
yeah,
Okay.
about this boy fucking hair. So I told her, don't worry about
His
Just go in the
hair.
store. Because she was talking to the island boy too. So after
About
that,
his
we just going to the
hair.
store. I'm getting back in the car.
Yeah, great car,
Anyway,
helpful. Very
one of the guys,
descriptive.
the driver of the gray car walked to this yellow car.
The driver of the gray car.
Yeah.
Walked over to the yellow car.
They both walked over to the yellow car. He reached down in the car, and the boy told him, "Don't reach for that gun." And he can't reach. And the boy said, "Don't reach for that
The island
gun."
boy or the people in the gray car?
The people in the gray car.
So the people in the gray car walked up to the yellow car,
Yeah,
talking. The guy in the yellow car started reaching for something. In the
he
car.
was his car facing inward. He was reaching over like this. The boy or the driver of the gray car,
He's telling him to reach.
"Don't reach for that gun." So I told her, "Come." She was heading. I said, "Don't go to the store. Come on, let's go." By then we couldn't get out. We was blocked in. So then I see 2 other guns get pulled out. So we started running to the store next door, but we couldn't get in.
So the people in the gray car said what? They said don't pull nothing.
No, he said, don't pull out that gun, as if he saw the gun. His words was, "Don't touch that gun. Don't pull that gun out." Then that's when the boy in the gray car on the passenger side pulled out a gun. Somebody else in that gray car pulled out a gun. So when he finally did get out, when the car finally did get a chance to back out the parking spot, he backed out, pulled in, and pulled back in and hit the driver of the gray car with his car. He went up there.
So the other person not talking when he pulled out a gun. Does he just hold it? Or is he pointing at the
No,
gun?
they just hold it. So he backed out of his parking spot.
All this gun stuff.
He pulls back in. He hit the driver on the head with his car. He pulled back out. He go up.
The driver of the gray car pulls out.
No, the yellow car pulled out of the
Who
driver.
hit who? The yellow car?
The yellow car.
He hit the
boy.
driver of the gray car.
Yep, on the leg with the car. Then he backs out again. He flies
Oh.
up that way. He flies back down this way. Flies back up that way. He flies back up this way. And at that point,
He hits the leg of the driver.
at
of the
that
gray
point,
car.
he hit the boy hand with the car.
The hand.
Yeah, because he was in between his car and his car at that point.
Why are you trying to hop
Wow.
out, man?
This
Simple
is a
question. Why
lot
you
of
trying to hop
drama.
out? I'm trying to hop out. You just jumped out of the car, bro. You stay here?
Oh, this is a great car. This is a great car
Someone
with
called in and
guns.
complained about you.
Oh,
Hey, bro. Hey, stay in the car. What? Am I not being clear?
Hold on, let me drop the window for y'all.
Before y'all start doing all that.
Hey, you guys got ID?
People in the Los Angeles pointing guns at the yellow one that we have here.
You guys got ID, man?
Something for pointing guns at the yellow.
So nothing in the car, right? No guns, weapons, knives, nothing I need to know about? All right. Just the one? Yeah. Just keep your hands up. Yeah, we know. All right. Just one gun? Boss man, just one gun?
I don't think he's telling the truth. I don't know, Katya.
Just do the same.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Put your hands right back. We'll be nice.
I can't see it, so.
You said it's your gun, right? You got.
So my children, I can't see it, so I thought I'd go ahead and let it play this time. But what I think I want to go back and see what it looks like on my big TV, because I really can't see my screen. Oh, I guess I could look at my phone and see. I never really thought of that. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. I don't know if I like that or not. It's so tiny. Children. Okay. Don't yell. They're fighting over. Look, let me have it. Look, let me have it. I'm gonna show. Let me show them my house shoe that they have taken and just destroyed. It was my happy face house shoe. They have destroyed the damn shoe. So just take the stupid thing. That's what they're over here fighting over. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. All right, back to play.
Your license for everything? All right. You mind if I grab it? You mind if I grab the gun? The gun, you good? All right. Hey, you mind 29 all of them?
Both of these belong to this?
These were all in the center console. So make sure we so this was the one that was in the bag, right?
Yep, this is in the bag.
So what do you want?
Wait, pause. I'm not gonna pause, but they said there was only one gun in the car. Is what they just told these officers. They just pulled 3 out.
Nothing. I showed them. I went to buy. I came out today. I went to go buy clippers. I went to go buy the stuff, and I had to go to another beauty supply store because they don't have stuff for my hair. I can show them. Look.
It's all right. Hey, relax. It's all right. It's all right. Just chill.
Yeah, I came here. I
wonder if this is one of the boys. I know that one of the island boys just had a baby, and well, he didn't have the baby. His girlfriend had the baby, but anyways, and the baby was born a little bit premature, and I know it was in the NICU and stuff. And I had kind of watched some of their stuff with their new family and stuff, and in the hopes of that he was going to be a better human, with having a newborn baby and all this. So I don't know. That was just my thought, but I don't know. He seems kind of out there still. First man that ever had a baby.
Trouble. And then what's it called?
How did you get in contact with these guys?
Well, that's the thing. Like I'm an island boy, so they're like, oh, it's the island boy. And then he called my twin brother, Raggedy. What? He said, "Where's your Raggedy twin brother?" I said, "Who are you calling Raggedy?" And then what's it called? He goes like, "Don't let me joke on you." When he came out, he pushed me. And he said, "Get in that car." He said, "Get in that car." I'm not gonna talk about it. That's not cool.
Yeah, I agree.
That's not cool, especially put me on video like that.
Did he put you on video?
Yeah, the guy behind him did. That's not cool. Well, they think they're cool because they get cool points out of that. That's not cool.
How old do you think they are?
Oh.
They're in their 20s. I got a DM from one of them. Look, the one that escalated was the skinny guy that I can drove by. The other guys, they were cooled off, but they were all touching.
Did you give Regas a call and see if they got a zero or anything?
But you guys didn't see them? They were like this. You guys were far. Yeah.
I got far.
Thank you. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like.
The cop goes, "Thank you, it's fine." Talking about the kid's car. That was great.
Well,
I don't know.
The other guys, I told them they weren't gonna do nothing. But the other guy, he was being aggressive. He became the driver. He wasn't the first driver when he came.
The driver didn't let.
Yes, when he saw you guys, said police come. I stayed. They left.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you guys saw them.
We have them stopped, but I need you to tell me what's going on because they're gonna get cut loose. So I don't know what you're gonna say.
They put up guns on me, bro.
But it matters. It matters how descriptive you get because it matters what if any charges you have. So when they pulled the gun at you, you said the driver was the most aggressive, the one who left. When he pulled the gun at you, you said he pointed it at you.
No. They were clutching the pole. They had it down, and they were basically, and he was like this, telling me get inside the car.
The pole?
They pushed you inside the car.
He pushed me.
Inside this car.
The aggressor, yes. He said, get the fuck
The
inside
pole.
car.
I guess that's
And
what they
then-
call
and
the
then once
gun.
got up in my window,
Katia,
said-
Katia,
and had a
Katia.
pistol right in my face. That's not cool, bro.
Well, what was he wearing?
Is your rubber
That's not
stuck,
You
Katia?
don't remember what he's wearing. It's fine. It's traumatic. I understand. If you don't remember,
It's not. I would remember. It's just I had a long day. I've been working
So you
all
don't
night.
remember right now what he was wearing. You might
TikTok,
remember later.
I'm in TikTok.
All right. So when the driver put the gun in your face and you sit in the car, tell me what was going through your head.
Huh?
You were sitting in the car, and the driver of the Mustang who left, the aggressor,
Yes.
he put the gun in your face, and you were sitting inside your car. What thoughts were going through
Are you
your head?
laughing at me?
Excuse me. What? No one's laughing at you.
Alex, we're trying to help you.
No.
Are you on some type of narcotic?
Yeah.
You go from one extreme to another. No one's laughing.
I'm ADHD.
He said, are you on a narcotic?
No, maybe HD. I take vitamins.
Well, no one's laughing. I'm the only one who seems to take this seriously. You're the one going from one extreme to another. I'm the only one asking questions. You can't even stick to these questions. So you want to talk or you don't. I'll write your report regardless, but it depends how far you want to take.
I've been answering your questions.
Okay, so how did you feel when the guy put the gun in your face? How did you feel when somebody put the gun in your face? What was going through your head?
I'm scared. You can't
scared.
tell I'm having anxiety, bro.
Did you when he had the gun in his hand and he was pointing it at you or like, brandishing it, however you want to say it, were you in fear for your life? I mean, were you afraid he was going to shoot you?
Yes. Why did it get in my car like that?
Bingo. There we go.
He doesn't want to be called a sissy for turning this guy
When he
in.
came to my window, I thought he was gonna pistol with me.
So after he put the gun in your face,
I don't
what
want to
happened?
Huh?
What happened after he put the gun in your face? What happened?
I stayed because I was either gonna call my security or I was gonna call you guys. I was going back and forth because I wasn't gonna stay in the same spot. They're gonna fucking. They're gonna.
So my question is, you were driving back and forth,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I saw you doing that.
Everyone says I got this. They tried me so bad on video, on camera.
I mean,
It's
listen,
not a good look.
With
if I were you, I know you're of some sort of.
It's not a good look. So
Listen to this.
yeah, I'm gonna listen to him.
I know you're of some sort of celebrity status or something like that, I guess. If I were you, though,
Yeah.
regardless of who you are, and someone, pointed a gun at you and essentially threatened you, right? I would probably have them
I
arrested.
have no clue. You're not even speaking English.
They took out guns on me. I freaked out.
You signed the affidavit.
I think you
I'm
should.
shaking.
I think you should.
How the hell did we end up here, man?
First of all, we was up there. My brother was up there. My brother was up there. Yeah, we had got out. We seen Island Boy. You feel me? We was all talking to him.
Where was that?
Up by Creators. Right there on Sun.
The clothing store?
Yeah.
Okay.
We was all talking to him. You feel me? Yeah, my brother was talking to him. Then he started like getting loud and aggressive. We texted him. My brother just like wanted some off on him. So you feel me?
All right, sorry, I got to interrupt real quick. Just get that on the relationships. Which one's your brother?
Well, we all call each other brother. So
Okay. So now you don't have like a blood brother out here. All right. So one of your buddies.
The driver.
Here, so you're in the car,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
What was he for you?
I'm passionate.
Front passenger seat.
Yeah.
Okay. And your buddy who's driving, you know him? That's your brother.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. And you had
Just call him in the backseat. Call him brother too.
Okay. All right.
But the driver, we was all talking to Island Boy, you feel me? And then, he was talking to him. Then he started like, Island Boy, guess whatever. Then he started getting aggressive, you feel me? My brother like wanted some off on. He went to talking like he was about to get in the car. You feel me? He was reaching. You feel me? So my brother got licensed though, so it was just like he kind of like protected himself. Then Island Boy got in his car. It was like he was gonna run us over, you feel me? Like speeding through the parking lot, kept turning around, kept like, you feel me, speeding by it, like he gonna run us over. So that just really what happened. So we got in the car and left and got pulled over.
Were you beefing with Island Boy at no, but wherever all this happens, that was all like creative clothes, or was that in the complex?
It was it's in the parking lot where creative at. It's
okay,
right there in that
I
parking
got
lot.
you. Okay.
So
all right, so you said my brother's got a license to carry. Who's that? Is that
driver's
driver's got a license to carry?
My gun should be. It was gifted to me, so it should be in my name, but I ain't pick my license up yet. I ain't gonna pick it up.
Which one was yours?
The Taurus.
The Taurus.
Yeah, the GC3.
Taurus GC3. Yeah. All right.
You
So you just happen to stumble
upon
Island
We
Boy.
just happened to stumble upon.
You didn't try to meet him up. You don't know. What you think of that guy?
Well, he cool. He a little crazy, but he be on. I can see he be on edge and shit about a lot of stuff, but he be tripping though.
Yeah, he's tripping.
Yeah, he know what he think. You feel me? So, but ain't nothing though. We don't know him like that, bro. We don't text him. We don't do nothing. We just came across him, and then my brother was talking to him. He started getting a little aggressive. My brother pushed him up off on him. Then like you went and inked in the car, like you was reaching for something. So,
Everyone knows.
I don't know. I don't know what's the fucking problem.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like I'm just trying to figure out what happened between you staying on the car, y'all were doing the video and stuff. What?
No,
made them
I was
pull
doing a video with them.
Well, I saw you.
I was doing a video for a girl that wanted me to do a promo for.
Okay. But they were all here at the same time. Right?
Yeah, because they came here right away.
Okay. So what went from you all being cool to them pulling guns?
They were chilling at first. They were like Island Boy, and then the other one was like Parker next to me said, "Hey, can you take a picture with my sister? It's about to be her birthday." I'm like, she goes like, "Yeah, I'm about to be 18." I asked her, "What are you gonna do for your birthday?" She's like, "I'm just gonna go out eat with my family." She had pink blonde wig. I took a picture with her, and then the girl in the Tesla, the red Tesla, she basically what's it called? She just asked me to do a promotion for a boyfriend, right?
That was the black SUV that was here.
Yeah.
So the black SUV's gone.
Yeah.
And then
they were friends. They were friends.
with each
I think I don't know if they called. I don't know what happened.
So either way, that's done. Now with Great Tesla, how did they get to pulling guns? That's what I'm getting at. Like, what makes them pull guns?
Basically, the car was say like the Malibu is basically blocking my Corvette, right? And the guy was rapping literally in your stance, just like on my left side, just like you, right there, right? And he was
I don't
singing in the car
understand
just
some
like
of the
that.
lingo.
So I wasn't noticing how I was listening to songs. To both, they actually both rapped.
Okay.
To the two other guys.
Okay.
I wasn't noticing him, right?
Oh,
But
so
I
they
saw
were really
him.
rapping. Wait, so he's meaning they're really rapping? Like he was saying rapping. I thought he meant like standing there or something. I think I'm having trouble following the lingo. I'm old.
The dark one, the one we're now with the dreads or wigs down.
The wigs, that or does.
It's not that one.
Okay.
Not that one.
Okay. So which one? The all one? Okay.
Not
so
that.
It's yeah.
Some dreads.
Yeah. So he does what? What does he do?
Yeah. So he says, "Where's the raggedy twin?"
What happens?
Huh?
He rips on your twin or your brother.
He says, "Where's the raggedy ass twin?" I said, "Your hairline's raggedy." He said, he gets in my face. He said, "You pay for that." He said, "You pay for that."
Now I'm Tubber.
You stop playing with that.
Y'all keep with these typos.
So you're not in traffic.
This next. Okay, so when I said hairline raggedy, he came out the car, aggressive as fuck. And he gets
No,
in my face,
Hannah,
and he starts-
she's
he's
all
like, "Man,
yours."
You pay for that hairline. Like all over my face. So like they said he's gonna choke. He didn't come joke. He wasn't cracking jokes. He came at me real aggressive, got in my face, pushed me, and then when he pushed me, I had the door open and I landed right on the seat. He gets in the window and he has his pistol at the window.
Anytime you grab anything in the car?
No.
So you never went for a knife?
No.
So he points the pistol at you.
Why would I grab a knife?
I'm just making sure.
Why would I grab a knife if they got guns?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, especially
But
when I'm like in a pocket.
I already saw the knife. I told you to put the knife up, right?
Yeah,
I know the knife's in the car. I just want to make sure you were
You
grabbing
saw it was in the back.
So I was in the back. What I'm saying is, so now he's got a gun pointed at you. What happens? Now he's got a gun pointed at you. What happens?
I said, okay, I'm chilling. He said, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you. If I would have stayed for like five more seconds, what do they call it, like in that same position, they probably would have pistol.
So essentially, you peeled out.
Huh?
You peeled out of the spot.
Yeah, basically, I got so scared. I left fast. I said, and they started screaming, "Oh, you a bitch!
Why did you just leave instead of doing that?
Well, I was gonna call you guys. I was gonna call security. But
what I'm getting at is you were going from 10.
It's kind of blurry, but
Don't be jealous, hush.
that's the guy. Orange and black. I knew it was black shirt.
Alright. Give me a second.
Stroke and all that stuff. Yeah, I gotta patch you down for weapons real quick, and then I'm putting you in handcuffs just so, because we're putting you in a cage, so it's our policy, okay? Any weapons, anything like that on you? Or just. Okay. Yeah, you keep your vape.
Can I lock my car?
Yeah, hit your vape real quick. Relax.
Actually, yeah, let's roll your windows up too.
Where your keys at? Go get them.
Stop.
I got it.
Just put it like your friends so they don't hurt your wrist.
Why are they arresting him?
A lot of bling here.
A lot of bling here.
I've been
Okay.
sitting in the driveway for a long time. I need to take care of it a little bit better. I just got the tires fixed in my Corvette.
Tiny little wrist, man.
Yeah.
You have tiny little wrists, man. You just said that to the island boy.
I got.
That was great.
I'm ADHD, so my appetite, you know.
Okay, so I'm taking my car, and this officer will talk to you. This way, my car. Okay, so I'm gonna take your vehicle.
It wasn't. It's not mine.
No,
it's your car. It's not. They got it in my car.
Take a seat.
Alex,
Oh, that's it.
All right. Let me just start with this. I know, we all know that you're not Alex. We know that you're Frank.
I'm Alex.
You're Frank.
No, I'm seriously Alex.
No!
No, I'm not.
He did lie.
I'm Alex.
Don't, hey, my man, don't lie to me.
I'm not. What are you talking about? Alex Hayes. I'm alone.
That door's fucked up. You have to move it this side.
We know, look at me, dude. We know that you're not Alex.
How?
Because we looked it up.
Look what? Oh, I am Alex.
You're not. Your ID in your wallet, in your bag is Frank.
Yes, because I have my brother's wallet.
Don't lie to it. We looked at the tattoos, man.
He tried to lie and say it was his twin brother.
Frank, look at me. Just help yourself, dude. You lied about your name. We're not stupid. This isn't our first days, okay? We know that you're Frank.
Right here.
We know that's you, okay? So just.
Bro, I am. Bro, I don't understand what I did wrong.
So
listen to relax.
So here,
you're doing your thing. Relax.
Here. I don't know if you lied about your name because you don't have a license. You definitely don't have a license, right? You know that, I'm assuming. And
bro, I don't understand what's going on.
And you lied to me about your name.
Bro, no, I didn't. I did not. I did not.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Listen, we're the whole report that you said with everything, we're investigating that to its full extent, and detectives are going to look at everything. But you cannot be driving, especially in the way that you were driving, flying through these parking lots where there's people walking around and cars and things like that. You didn't stop at the stop signs.
Can I get my bag, please?
Yeah, we have your bag. Okay, so just so you know, that's why you're in the car. Okay.
So the first incident, I'm writing the report for. That's getting forwarded to the detective. The second incident, if you lied about your name and driving recklessly, that's what they're going to write the report for. Okay. So you're going to go to jail for the fake name and for driving recklessly, and then I'm going to do your report for what happened earlier.
Bye. Door slam. He posted a video on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail for no fucking reason, bro. I'm going to jail for no reason, bro.
So what am I getting charged with? I'm confused.
False ID, I think, to Leo, reckless driving, a couple other things. But I'm not charging you. The other officer.
What's a couple other things?
The other officer can let you know. I'm not charging you.
Is there other felonies?
I'm not sure. Do you have any warrants or anything like that?
No.
Settle down. Wow. That was interesting. Okay, so this next video I found is he was caught smuggling 15 phones and Xanax into a prison. I'm not sure if it was a officer or what right hand they did. He lied to a cop, and he lied and said he was his twin brother. If I was his twin brother, I'd be a pissed little mofo. You know, that, yeah, what kind of bro is that, man? That's not even cool. That's not, I don't want a brother like that. So anyway, right, dang bro. We just broing over here. So yeah, caught smuggling 15 phones and a Xanax into a prison. So I don't know who this guy is, but this may be pretty interesting.
Turn your back. You're going to be placed under arrest for the introduction of contraband to correctional facility and possession of a controlled substance.
Shh, no barking. I'm streaming. Be quiet.
How's it going, sir? What we got here? Man, Parole, Deputy Rat. So this dude's a prospect. Good to see, bro. He shows up a lot. Normally he shows up with a bunch of shit. Turn him around. He goes back to his car, comes back with like one piece of paper, serves him. Today he shows up with his package. My staff lets it in, and it's full of 15 of them. Nice. Yeah, and it's right now. Contraband's on the phone. Small. Awesome. Yeah. All right. And apparently he gave our staff at the gate here fake ID, fake driver's license. Bro, his driver's license does not match the license that comes off the license plate. What did he give him? He gave me this number. Where it go? He's going to give you the same one. He's going to hand you the same one. That's what he gave me. That's not right. That's not his. Yeah. That's not. And the address on their driver's license is this. But the address off their license plate reader is totally different. Yeah, because that's registered to the company. Okay. Let me see what he says. You mind stepping out for me, sir? You just wait right there for a minute, sir. Step right up here in front of my vehicle. That one right over here. All right, same with you. All right, so before we get started, I'm going to read your Miranda warning. All right, just because I'm conducting an investigation, it's possible to be criminal. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used in the court of law. You have the right to talk to your lawyer. I've been more present with you while you're being questioned. Now, for the hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You decide at any time to exercise these rights without answering questions, making statements. You understand what I said to you? All right, have that in mind. You wish to talk to me?
Yes, I do.
All right, so explain to me what happened.
It was uneventful. I do what I always do when I go and come out here to the prison. I go ahead and I call the security. Usually about 35 minutes before I go ahead and get on my way. I usually do it right when I pass about Midway Road because I live in Port St. Lucie. Right there, as soon as I turn on to 70 from the St. Lucie Fairgrounds, I pick up the phone, I call, let them know who I have. Okay. I go ahead. I go ahead. Once I go ahead and let them know who I have, usually the person's here for me. I got here, gave my identification, parked my car.
Where's your identification?
It's in my car.
It's in your car. Go ahead and grab that phone.
My wallet.
Do you have your identification for your work too?
Yes, I do. I have both. This is for the 19th Judicial Circuit. Okay. And this is for.
Is it? I don't know.
I also have my 15th Circuit.
No, it's on 1.25. I'll slow down.
Let's go on back here.
I wouldn't pay attention. I do a lot of mine on 1.25 and forget.
All right. Can you tell me what's going on?
When I arrived, I waited for a little bit on the bench, and
Maria got you.
She's a sergeant or whatever she was. She yelled the person's last name, and that's usually how it works. And I went ahead and she let me in. I informed the person that these were foreclosure because that's what I was told.
Hang on a second. That's fine.
He has a spider on him. Okay, how nice.
I would always do that.
Okay. Where did you get that paperwork at?
From a client that is somewhere, I think it's in Lake Mary.
You got it personally from that client?
No, they were mailed to me.
They were mailed to you?
Yes.
And you work for the Circuit 19, correct?
I'm not an employee with them. I am a subcontractor.
You're a subcontractor with them?
Yeah, we're licensed through the circuit. There's two ways to get licensed to a processor. One is through the sheriff of the county, but there is no sheriff that would gives us a license here in the county. So it's the circuit. It's by the chief judge.
Okay, and they just mailed you this stuff?
They did. This particular one came from Priority Package, not UPS, but regular mail.
Regular mail. But it was Priority regular mail. And did they say what was in that package? What was being?
Yeah, I've gotten work for them usually for this prison before, and they told me it was foreclosures, and that this was important because in this particular case, they said that there was equity in the property, and the first sale did not go through. Apparently, this is foreclosure where I was told there's like about $73,000 owed on the property, and it was worth like about $300,000. And I like to know that information so I can inform them, and that it looks like that's.
And prior, do you know you got the name and everything of the person that told you to come deliver this?
No.
You don't have a name?
No, because she provides the affidavits for me.
Who does?
The person at the processing company who I got this.
Okay, so it didn't come directly from you, from that person.
Well, she mailed it.
She mailed it directly to you.
Yes.
But you don't know who directly mailed it to you.
No, because it doesn't go through my company. It goes through hers, and then she provides me an affidavit. She's slow on her affidavit.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to get at, how did they know how to mail it to you? Who did you talk to get your address?
Well, I'm listed in what's called FACTS, Florida Association of Professional Processors, and I assume that's usually where they get my information to be able to call me to be able to go ahead and.
Okay, and who pays you to come up here and do this? Because I know you don't do it for free.
No. Matter of fact, I get $100, $50 per document, and in her case, she always pays me.
So you know it's a she, but you don't have a name?
No, her name's Amanda.
Okay, so now you got a name.
No, you never didn't ask me.
I asked you a name. I said, who mailed you the documents?
Oh,
And you said you did not have a name.
No, I don't know who it is, but I mean, as far as a name of a company, no. But her name's
Okay, but
Amanda.
who was the name that mailed you the documents?
Her name's Amanda.
Amanda what?
I don't know.
Okay, who does she work for?
Yeah, this
She works for a
is.
processing company. That's all I know.
Is.
Okay, she works for a
And she-
processing servicing company out of where?
Woo!
Windsor Park?
Winter Park. Okay, do we have a number or anything for her?
No, she usually will call me, but she's very specific about the time,
Okay.
day that I need to be here. So,
Okay, but she works for a processing service company out of Lake Park.
Windsor Park.
Winter Park. Amy is the only thing out of Winter Park.
No, her name's Amanda.
Amanda out of Winter Park. But no last name, nothing else, right?
No, because they contact me and usually I let them know what my fee is.
And they just pay you.
And in this case, they pay me cash.
So they paid you cash. So this isn't the first time they've done it.
No, and they usually do pay me cash.
Okay.
That's why I keep it out of my.
But they pay you cash. You have to give them a receipt or anything?
No,
Nothing.
But I do have to give them an affidavit of service.
Okay, what name?
For them.
What name do you put on that affidavit? Because you have to have a first and last name on an affidavit.
My name is usually who I.
But who do you give that affidavit to, saying that you served it for that person?
I normally mail it to her.
You mail it to her, but how does she mail you cash?
She mails me. I usually go ahead and mail it back to her once she gets sent me the email. Once she sends me.
So how do you get the cash?
As soon as I get the paper and I open up the document.
The cash is in there. So you've opened up these documents, correct? Okay, knowing that you've opened up these documents to know what's inside, what was inside these documents you were given?
Documents served for mortgage disclosure.
Documents that were served. Okay. So explain to me how we got several cell phones and everything in the documents that you served. That you said you've opened up and everything else. Explain that to me.
Open up the package and the documents are there. It's a normal thing.
It's a normal, what was inside them?
So they're trying to say that this was a thing of documents that he was bringing and delivering, but once it got there and was delivered, they opened the package of, quote, documents, and there was 15 cell phones in there. And according to the thing, it says the X-A-N-A-X word too, but and you mean to tell me that this man brought these documents and didn't know what was inside that package? You know, that would have to be a heavy package, right? It would have to be a heavy package to have 11 cell phones in it. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. And bless her. Today was my parents', it would have been their 60th anniversary today. And my mom's greatly missed. So thank you for that, Maria.
Documents. You.
I assume.
Okay, so you opened up. What did you open up? It was a bunch of cell phones. What did you open up to know what's inside?
All I do is just go ahead and take the packages out with the documents, and I go ahead and I put them outside. They don't need to go to my company.
Okay.
And then when she tells me, she's very specific about when to come, and she said between this time on Friday.
Okay, so she wants an exact time when you come.
I am not aware of.
They bleaked it
to know
out.
what paperwork's inside of.
Well, only because of what she has told me that is coming.
Okay, when
she
you
called me last Thursday, a week ago, yesterday.
So when you get these documents that you say you open up, what do you open up to look inside?
I open up and I see what they are. There's usually a letter that's there, and it tells me the date and time. In this case, it came in on Tuesday. I knew they were coming in because she called me on Thursday, and then I put the documents off to the side. And then on Friday, yesterday, or this morning, I put them in my car, and I went to work like I always did. And
What were the documents in when you got
them? One of those paper United States Post Office priority packages.
Okay. And when you deliver them, what were they in? Were they still in that mail?
When I take them out, I literally take them out and that's it. Give them to the person.
Okay. When did you get these packages again?
I got them on Tuesday.
Of this week?
Yeah, and I opened it up immediately, And then I went ahead and took it and put it on. In this case, it was.
So you opened it up. You didn't. You just opened it up and got the front document. You didn't go through any of it. You just opened it up and there's a paper on front.
Yes. And
okay.
There's never a reason for me to go ahead and do the document because it's coming from a paralegal.
Okay. But it's coming from a paralegal. Yes. What was the address on there?
Somewhere in Winter Park.
Somewhere in Winter Park, but you don't know the name of it or anything like that?
I do not.
Okay. When you brought him here, what was the name of the inmate that was getting served? You know that?
Alan Stratton.
Alan? You have that with him? Okay. Well, I'll get that from you here in a
No,
minute.
go lay down. Leave her alone. Go. Lay down.
Okay.
Yeah, they were actually pretty thick, but I didn't.
So you opened it up, but you didn't go through it.
No.
You just opened it up, and there was a paper that says what you need to do with it.
Right. And they came in on Tuesday. I actually left them sitting there
in your office or your house or wherever.
Right. Because they didn't go through my company. They were right there by myself.
Okay.
And they stayed there pretty much the whole week until this one.
Okay.
And I grabbed it with my clipboard and everything else. But
and how thick were these paperwork that you got?
Ooh, thicker than, this is pretty much sometimes average mortgage foreclosures.
Okay.
Especially on a deceased person.
So when you got these paperwork, there wasn't a return address or nothing on there?
No.
Nothing.
Because what she'll do is she'll call me and I'll remind her. Usually she's very slow in getting me the affidavit.
Okay.
She'll go ahead and call me and say, "Oh, thanks for getting that done for me." And I say, "Yeah, you haven't got me the affidavit yet." And then she'll get me an affidavit.
All right. So just wait right here for me.
This story is so off the wall.
Just wait right there for a minute. Who found him?
Collins.
Collins?
Sergeant Collins. You know.
All right. When she found him, I'll go up there and talk to her.
He was already walking down the compound.
He was already walking down the compound?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the 5 Sandy boys. Yeah, so that's so much.
It was like it was all glued up. Like,
yeah, this guy doesn't make no sense. Let me call my supervisor.
Did you check on his ID?
Yeah, his ID matches.
Matches?
That's him. This one. That's just an older picture of him.
But look at the address.
Well, the number, people don't freaking update their crap. So that's the problem. And that vehicle is registered to the company he works for.
You want the name in DC?
Yeah, I get that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm sorry, I need that. Still got to get him for it. Doing that. And let me see what all. Just give me 1 second.
This is not the first time I've gotten the documents like that from this lady.
Okay.
And that concerns me because if you're telling me there's something in there, this is not the first.
Okay, what also concerns me is the stories that you have being a process server that you don't know where these paperwork is coming from. You're just sending stuff to. So you don't even know if they're legit stuff. And you committed a felony. Each cell phone is a count. That's inside our property. You introduced into this state facility.
Oh, the wind noise, damn it.
I understand that. So I've got to go look at these documents. You wait right here, and I will be back. All right. I'm going to go talk to Sarge. Still there? Collins?
I think she's coming up.
She's coming up? Is she bringing up the packages?
No, I got the camera to bring the patch man up.
Okay. So, yeah, I got a feeling he's been doing this for a while.
Yes.
So, but I'm going to wait to see the packages, and he's probably going to jail. Good. So,
don't forget the 5 Sandy boys.
Where are they at?
With it. I said
it was,
the 5 Sandy bars.
I didn't even hear that. Okay, great.
5 Zanny bars. That's what he's saying.
4 whole ones and then 1 broken down.
Wow.
Bring coffee. Or you can say 4. No, it's about right for.
Yeah.
That's it.
If he don't get out the wind, I'm gonna get mad.
No, he speaks English. He just doesn't know nothing. He lives.
He speaks English. He did. Heo, they're calling you. I'm sorry, Katya, they're calling you. He speaks English. He just doesn't know nothing. God. That was such the sound went blank. I didn't do that. Okay, give me some sound back, guys.
All glued together?
It was just like that.
They were all glued together, and then when you open it up, they were all layered in there.
Okay.
There's 5 Sandy. They're in a bag.
In the bag. And... got it. Okay.
Good job. Wow.
Hold on.
And chargers?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 16. Yeah. You can't tell me. You open it up and no.
Dude, so the name of the inmate ain't even on it, bro. Anywhere. Who's Edward? That's not even, that inmate ain't even there. So he just handed it to what? The name of the inmate isn't on there anywhere. So what?
Wow.
There's a crap load of phones in here.
Tell he's got to rank his name on.
And then when we found these, when he came up here to what the? So we got 2 packages. One had the chargers in it.
They all had chargers.
Okay. I'm gonna send you a link for that phone on that number.
Yeah.
So you can send me them pictures.
Are you gonna take the evidence?
Yeah.
Okay.
All this.
Did you get the Zanny bars too?
Yep.
Good deal. Told you it was 5.
All right.
Well, DLC hasn't changed, bro.
Put this in the back of my car. You ain't old and brittle. Yeah. Well, you know, they have to continue the thing.
You told me to watch you. I called Parole on the sheriff's. So what are you doing, man? He goes, I'm in the fucking keys.
All right. All right, sir.
They be
Do me a favor. Place
bullshitting.
your hands around your back. You're going to be placed under arrest for the introduction of contraband into the correctional facility and possession of a controlled substance. Yes, sir. There's Xanax bars inside there. So, question for you. Do you want him to drive your vehicle home or do you want me to tow it? Yeah. You got anything illegal on you? Just got plug me, stick me, anything like that? All right, come on back over here. 636. I drove usual count 1015.
Only in Florida.
You show the register owner 1015 of that vehicle.
Wake up. No sleeping.
Come on, Ray.
Not
Yeah,
to
that
sleep. Go
is.
back to sleep. Lay back down.
Spin around. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Right over there, sir. Right over here. So, how much did you say you got paid? $50 a document?
$50 a document. It was a $100 bill.
And the package with when you got it?
Yeah, it was on top.
Okay. And how many times do you say you've done it with her?
I was trying to think, just now I was just trying to think, and I actually think that the last time anything worked was in December. I got one to take out here for her. And I want to say it's been at least probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times.
4 or 5, well, 6 times?
I would say maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. 5 or 6 times he's done that. 5 or 6 times. That is crazy. So my next thing I had one revocation hearing that I wanted to see what happened with this one. So we're going to play this one and see what's up. The dogs are being good, so no sleeping, Katya. No sleeping. Even the dogs are sleeping though. We're going to leave them quiet.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Mr. Tate, is that you I'm looking at?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and your name is Devon Tate. And what is your DOC number?
763-257.
Okay, and you're at Hunt Correctional, and we've been at Hunt previously, so we don't need any introductions.
Give him
there.
a chance to
We're
talk,
from headquarters
goddamn.
in Baton Rouge, and so we've all introduced ourselves. So just for the record, it's May the 15th, 2025. The time is 9:56, and we're speaking to you from Baton Rouge, and we're here to hear your.
We don't even know
parole
what he did
request
yet.
case.
Let's see what he did.
Your case has been assigned to Mr. Pete Freeman, who will take it from there and will talk to you and get you to explain some things, and then call the witnesses that have shown up here to headquarters for you. And then we'll ask questions on the board, and then we'll take a vote. And so it'll be all open, city to be reached in just a short time. Mr. Freeman, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Morning, Mr. Tate. I'm gonna read some stuff into the record. Stop me if you don't agree with anything, and we'll try to get it straight between us, okay?
All right.
All right, first off, you are a first felony offender. You had a parole date of 5/18/25. You have a good time date of 2/16/27, and you have a full term date of 5/18/2040. You were sentenced to 20 years for the offense of manslaughter. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr.
Okay, sir.
Tate, as Mr. Prater said, I was assigned your case. Tell me what happened. What led up to these events and what actually happened?
All right. 2019, December 2nd, approximately around 2:45, I, Devon came up with the idea to go to the bus stop and fight Javon Brown. And unfortunately, things didn't go the way I planned. And one of my co-defendants pulled out a gun and shot Javon Brown.
Did you have a gun?
No, sir.
Okay. Didn't y'all fight and then y'all ran into him again? Is that what I read?
Well, we had the fight, and then prior to the fight, one of my co-defendants pulled out the gun and shot Javon, and we ran.
All right. Yeah, it says that Kevin Anderson shot him, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Tell me, why do you think we should release you today?
Well, first I'm gonna say, my favorite scripture in the Bible is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. If any man is in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things have passed, and behold, all things have become new. And it's impossible to have an intimate relationship with God and still be the same. So, with that being said, I took the time out to invest in myself. First, I surrendered and admitted that I was a sinner and asked for forgiveness for my crime, and I just took the time out to invest in myself. And, around 2021, I came up with the decision that it was time to change. And I admitted that I needed change. And I took the first step. I got my high-set GED. I got enrolled in high-set GED class, and I just started taking steps. Up to this day, I accomplished a couple things, and I get up every day striving to do better than I did yesterday.
Okay. What started the argument between you two? It started at school, it started on the playground, what happened?
Between me and Javon Brown?
Yes, sir.
Over Instagram. It was over Instagram page.
Over Instagram. These kids be
When somebody said
rattling
something that
over
somebody didn't
Instagram.
like, and that's how it proceeded from there?
Yes, sir.
I see you have some medical conditions. What are your medical conditions? You've been to the hospital a few times.
Well, I just come from the Quincy work release, and I had cut my finger at on the job site.
They're gonna send you back to that work release if you don't make it today?
Well, as of now, I really don't know. I tried to get back to the work release, but you know, I ended up staying at Hunts Fresh after I realized that. I mean, I've tried to get back. So I just was like, well, put me in the 5-7 program, the 5-7 transitional program, and you know, I just stopped even worrying about going back to work release. I just was like, let me get in these programs. And, you know, when I got in the 5-7 program, I realized it was a good, you know, good program. And I just gathered the tools and started applying.
Okay, I just want to note for the record that the DA, the judge, the chief, and the attorney general are opposed. The victim's mother is strongly opposed, and the sister is also opposed. So tell me something, why you only have 90 days of good time? I know there's some required classes that you still need to take. I guess you went from parish to work release, or?
Yes, well, from Kyle, I tried it, well, I got my GD at Kyle, and I left from Kyle, it took the Quincy, and you know, my hours of working at the Quincy, I was working 12-hour shifts, and I really couldn't get in no classes, and there at the Quincy, they work is mandatory over classes. So that's why I really couldn't get no classes at the Quincy. So I just come here and got in, you know, all the classes I could take here.
Okay, Warden, do you have anything to say?
Well, I show that he came in September of 24. It was a medical transfer here at Hunt. No write-up since he's been here. He is enrolled in as much as he can, and I show that he finished the transition. He did get out and graduate from the transition program in January.
Okay, see that credit must not be on this.
Right.
Okay, I have no further questions. Oh, I think we need to hear from the people that are here to speak on your behalf. Miranda Tate, mother.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Tate, would you
Oh,
step
his
up to
mama
the podium
came.
and tell
That
us what
was
you want us to
nice.
know about your son?
His mama came. Well, thank you for your services, Maria. I can read a little.
First off, I want to say that I'm proud of the man that he's become. He's gotten his GED. He's attended several good behavior classes, and he's got certified while he's been in there. He's going to church, and I feel like he's a changed person, and he deserves another chance. We all make mistakes, but it depends on if you want to change. And I feel like he have changed in him, and he's the best person.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, Mr. Curtis White.
Katya just likes that Nightbot wouldn't time her out for spamming.
My name is Curtis
I don't
White.
even know if Nightbot's alive tonight. I don't even know where he's at.
He really have changed. Me and him talk on the phone a lot, and he give me scripture, and tell me things about God and giving myself to God. And, I do have if he do come home, when he come home, I do have a work for him. He help me cutting grass, and I do have 2 other kids to help me with. And it's nice for him to come home.
Thank you, sir. And Antonio Whithouse? Or with,
Yes, my name is Antonio Whitmore. I'm the Long State uncle. My brother to your dad. And I really feel that my nephew has changed. Like my brother said, he called, we talked on the phone, both of us would be talking on the phone. He always talking about work. I'm well into class, working and stuff like that. And tell me he got an OSHA card. And I want, first thing first, I wanted to get his TWIC card. First, when we get that TWIC card, we can start on get a job. But that's the main thing he can talk about. And I got a job lined up for him too, he can cut grass with his dad until he gets twit card. It takes a while to come in. But once he get that, they just called me today telling me, hey, if he does get out, send him on over and we'll have some kind of keep him working. One thing I know is when you're working, you got time, you be too tired to go out in the streets and do anything else. But I know I really do believe he'll be able to excel at.
And just to let you know, the TWIC card can be gotten through the probation office.
With the probation? Oh, okay.
Tell them to get in touch with the probation officer. They write a letter and it goes like TWIC card.
Oh, see, that's what okay. Gotcha.
By the way, Katya, just because I'm translating English for you, and Hannah maybe too if she's listening, he's saying a TWIT card. It's TWIT, and I think it's something work initiative training or something like that. It's something to do with getting a job. When you get out of prison, you get a TWIT card to get a job. So that's what that is. That's why they keep saying TWIT. No, card, like a credit card,
Okay,
identification card.
Executive session.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Got a request for motion for executive
Identification
session.
card, yeah.
Ronaldo? Yes. Freeman?
Yes.
Prayer.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna have a short executive session in the back. Shouldn't take me just a couple of minutes. We will be right back to conclude this hearing.
I know, I hear it, me. Just give me a minute. I hear it, me. Calm down. It's okay. My ice maker is making a little bit of noise in the
Got a motion
kitchen.
to go back in the regular session and a
Meat
second.
does not
All
like
in
it
favor
when
say
my
aye.
ice maker squeaks.
Okay, being no objections, we have discussed our procedural matter and we come back and Mr. Freeman, it's your case.
Okay, Mr. Tate, I enjoyed your interview today. You was 18 when this happened. I think you were definitely on the right track. But you do have, as required by law, you got 2 classes you have to take: substance abuse and I forgot the other one that you missed, but it's pre-release. So, once you take those classes, that's gonna give you a year credit. So your good time date will be next year. So my vote today is to deny so that you can finish those classes,
Yeah.
to keep your head up. I think you're doing an excellent job.
I agree.
And I know the money was good at the work release, but I think the classes will help you better to stay out. You got great family support.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, Mr. Tate, I enjoyed listening to everybody who spoke today. I was very encouraged by your quote of scripture. And I see that you got your OSHA card just this month. So you are definitely on the right track. I'm very
Okay,
proud.
give me just a
You did
second.
not
I'll
ask
come
you
get
to
it,
go
Mom.
back to work release
Give me
because you
1
wanted to take
second.
advantage of the classes. And I want you to be able to do that as well. They got some really good classes there at Hunt that's good. We want you to get out of jail too, but we want you to be successful and stay out of jail. And I think they can give you those tools. So for those reasons, plus there's some victim opposition. My vote today is to deny your parole, to give you the opportunity to get the programs and move your good time date forward and then go take advantage of your dad and uncle's opportunities for work. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and that'll, my vote is also to concur with my 2 board members and that'll conclude this hearing. Your parole has been denied, but take heart in the fact that you were very impressive. You're gonna get out a lot sooner than you thought anyway.
Yeah.
Take those 2 courses and you'll be out next year. And anyway, good luck. I know you're gonna make it. That'll conclude this hearing.
I kind of like that hearing. That one worked out quite well. Okay, I'm gonna hit play on this next one.
LC number, Ms. Bing.
I'm gonna hit play on this next one and let me go get Mama banana. She wants a banana and I gotta turn that ice maker off because Meat's about to have a heart attack over here worried about it.
Okay,
right
Mr.
back.
Carl England Is that you?
Sir.
No, he didn't get
Okay,
out.
well, good morning.
He didn't get out. He was denied, and possibly next year he needed to take 2 more classes. So I'll be right back.
It is still morning. And what's your DOC number, Mr. England?
95266.
Okay, 95266. Okay, that's what we have down here. And we're in Baton Rouge, and this is our 3rd hearing there at Hunt. So we've already had staff introductions here and there. For purposes of the record, it's 10:17 in the morning, and today's date is May the 15th of 2025. We're here because you have requested to be paroled early for the crime that you committed, and so that's why we're here. So we want to hear from you just exactly why are you there? What are you sentenced to? What's the length of time? And what'd you do? And why should we consider letting you out? We've got all that information here, but I want to hear it from your mouth.
I'm here on the crime I committed first degree attempt murder and aggravated burglary. I'm coming here. I've been serving now 20 years, 20 plus about 3 months. 20 years and 3 months I've been serving time for these charges. And what is the other question you had needed to know?
Okay. And just exactly why do you think that we should consider letting you out early? What have you done to warrant not having to serve your whole sentence?
I've been productive in this community. I've been doing a lot of things, like going to a lot of programs. I have been taught about a lot of people's a lot of stuff, like at work, living with like working at skilled nursing, being a caretaker and stuff like that. I learned a lot, and I have matured. And no substance to carry me that to bring my life down like I once have did. You know, like stiffing glue, that was my downfall. And I thought it was something good, but yet it was something that made me evil and made me commit some crimes that right now that I regret that I ever have done in my life. And I know being released early, I can do some productive things for myself. Then the Parole Project, they got some programs that have helped me. And I know if they was around, they said they have some nice programs, and I know that they can help me. And I asked also for this honorable board. I thank y'all, first of all, for letting me be here. And I asked for help from y'all, as like, you know, for restrictions, you know, like they monitor or something of that nature, whatever restriction that is to be given. And that when I release it, I can be able to go back home and be of help, not only to my family, but other people's also. And if I could one day help the victim out who I committed a crime against, because I take full responsibility for what I have done. And
that's an interesting comment.
regret.
You don't hear that usually from anybody. Why do you have to wait 4 hours? I have to wait 4 hours because Hector doesn't come home until 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I can't sleep without him. I know that sounds silly. So I just sit on the couch and watch TV. So yeah, I'm just boring like that. I can't, and if I went to sleep, then who would be awake to unlock the door? Who would be who's going to go unlock the door for him? Because it only unlocks from the inside. And who's going to feed him his dinner when he gets home? Because, you know, the man has worked a 10-hour shift, and I know he's going to be hungry. So it's only right that I'm awake to feed him his dinner. It only unlocks from the inside, Katya. It only because of there's some funny situations that my door. Oh, is it 3 hours? I'm saying 4 hours. Oh, it is one. Okay, I'm thinking. Yeah, see, I'm lost. 3 hours. I get 3 hours, and then when I get to go to sleep. Yeah. So yeah, no, we have a key, but I have a lock on the inside of my door right now, Katya, for security purposes. Let's just say that. So, anyways. So yeah, the funny thing is, I was listening to this back to the stream that we were doing. I love all the sidebar. We have our own sidebar, right? We have our own sidebar. We have our own bev bar. Should we call it our bev bars? You never get back up with your alarm. I don't either. If I set it, it's only to like remind me to get up out of bed, but I'm awake anyways. I get up usually at like 7:30. I'll wake up and look to see if Katya is online or anything yet, and then I'll put that stream going in my ear, waiting, for her to start or whatever. And yeah, and I just can't sleep without something in my ear. It's like I have to have the chatter to shut off my brain, so that having the little ear pods in while I sleep is my way to, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just talking and I'm chattering away. Again, this is Theo done seen me already. How many times has this happened to me tonight? Squirrel! I hollered earlier in a text. I was thinking of Hannah. But anyways, back to the stream of this guy. He did say he regrets it. He wants to get out and he wants to give back to the victim, whatever, the victim, whatever happened, he wants to give back to the victim. And that's kind of commendable for him to say, but it may not be ready for him to get out yet, but
greatly. Because I feel like if I would have known better now, if I would have known better back then what I know now, my life, I wouldn't have never committed none of these crimes. I would have been a better person in life where I could have helped people and help others and help myself. I think that the board could see that I tried my best to do things and productive. And you can see that write-ups, I try not to get any write-ups. I haven't had any write-ups since I've been at Hunt. I only had like 2 or 3 write-ups since I was like in Golden, never smoking a cigarette. And other than that, my behavior is everybody enjoy me being around. I try to help people. And when I participate in these programs, I try to be of help, and people have been great help to me. And I feel like with my life, with these things being given a chance, I can go to society and be productive once again. Not be a troublemaker, not to be in no part of no crime, but I can be of help to someone as well as to myself.
Okay. Warden, what kind of fella has he been?
So he is a trustee. He works in our skilled nursing unit as a health caretaker. Always willing to help, no problems on our end. Hasn't had, last write-up was 2012. And that was when he was at Angola. So,
Angola.
Very trusted to work around our very sick inmates here at Hunt. So that says a lot.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We got Mr. Kerry Myers. Is Mr. Myers ready to talk to us about Parole Project?
Yes, good morning. Kerry Myers here again, our Parole Project. Here on behalf of Mr. Carl England, to let the board know that we have accepted Mr. England as a client in our program. And should this board grant us parole today, we're going to provide support for Mr. England. We're prepared to provide him long-term support, long-term housing, employment assistance. We're prepared to help him through our social workers to address any unmet needs that he might have as he comes out. Mr. England has, as you've just heard, has an exemplary disciplinary record. He's been working on the skilled nursing unit for approximately 6 years, which is significant because by doing so, Mr. England has tapped into something, essentially recognizing the value of life and tapped into his own humanity. By doing that, that's a very difficult job to do, and he's done it for 6 years, and he's done it in a way that's, as you heard the warden, is outstanding.
Yeah.
He's earned over 465 CTRP credits, the maximum. He's exceeded the maximum he can earn. He is 63 years old. There really isn't anything else that he can do being incarcerated. We're prepared to support him. He has family support. Again, we're prepared to assist Mr. England fully in his reentry. So we'd ask this board to consider those things and grant us parole today.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Myers. We appreciate that. And also joining us at Hunt is your daughter and your wife. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
and both of them want to speak to us. And so
The daughter and the wife.
who would like to go first?
I would like to go first.
Daughter.
I wonder
You
how
can
old the
stay
daughter
seated.
is.
We can hear you and see you right there. So that's fine. Go ahead and tell us what you've got to say.
Good morning, Mr. Franklin. My name is Quintia England. I am the daughter to Carl England. I am actually the third born. I'm the third of his children. And every time that we have visited our father, he is in good spirits. He is very positive. He always encourages us with cards when we visit, letters. He's been more of a support system to us being in here. When we're going through things, in the world, he's able to calm us down and help us out and give us an encouraging word and share with us the things that he has learned, through different programs that he has been in Elaine Hunt. And that says a lot about his character. And when we come to visit him, we're open. It's an open conversation. Anything y'all have to ask me. And of course, we ask, hey, why did you do this? And what caused you to do that? And he's very honest with us. He leaves nothing out, and he lets us know, that he is remorseful for the things that he has done. And hey, I take full responsibility, but being in here, learning how to, channel my anger, learning the things that I had a problem with growing up that I didn't know how to, fully get over or address. I have learned so much in here, for sure. And when a person makes mistakes, at first, some people don't realize they make mistakes. Some people, they know they made a mistake, they just don't want to acknowledge their mistakes. But with time, with different things of support, meaning the classes, coming across different people from all walks of life.
Okay, I'm not trying to be silly, but this guy on the bottom, is he stroking or something? He's got this lip that keeps happening. I'm concerned. I don't like that. I don't know if he's trying not to laugh, but something is going on with him watching his lip.
That helps a person realize, okay, I was wrong in what I did. I now see my mistake, and I'm going to make the effort to change. And that shows a lot about someone's character when they make the effort to change. That's maturity. That is change. Because you have people who make mistakes, they own up to it, but they don't do better. And from seeing my father in prison for so long, I have seen a change. Things happen, he doesn't easily get upset. He's okay, we're gonna pray about it. I have seen his walk with God get stronger, and that has made my faith grow in God, because I see a change in my father. And I pray that, the Lord touches our heart to release him, because he does have a strong support system in our family.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you, ma'am. We appreciate it. Let's hear from the wife now. What would you like to tell us?
I would just like to say, I think Carl has made a change in these years to past that he have been in here, and the programs that he have taken have made him realize that he could, that he can be a better person. He can be a more compassionate and understanding person. He can use that wisdom that he has learned to go a different way when things have come up against him. And I just know that he is a better person. I know that for years I'm married. We've been married. July the 20th will be 40 years that we've been together. We have 3 kids together, and I believe he has learned down through the years what this has caused him the separation from his family, and that his children had to come and see him in prison, and his grandchildren has come to see him in prison. And I don't believe that this is something that he really wanted or proud, but this is what he had to go through to see that he, you know, to make him a better person for his family. The things that he done went through in life, that he could be a better person for his grandson, his granddaughters, and that he could tell them a better road to travel.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate those words. And just for the notes, wanted you to know that the First 72 program folks are also listening to this call and have written a letter and are willing to help any way that they can. Okay, your case has been assigned to me to do the interview, and then I'll invite my colleagues to ask any questions they have so that they can be sure of their votes in just a few minutes. But there's a couple of things, Mr. England. What you did was a very heinous crime. Why did you do that?
Well, I was really angry at the time because at the time I gave her mother, like, bought her a car and she stole $2,000. I went there for it, and it wasn't my intention to hurt her. I was out of anger, and when I grabbed the knife that I grabbed, it was wrong, and there's a crime that I did, and it was really all behind $2,000 that her mother had stole from me, and that was really hurt more. But it didn't hurt me. It hurt me more what I did to her, the crime I committed against the person, how I hurted her, than the $2,000. They could have kept the $2,000. I wish I would have never even went there. I wish I could have just stayed where I was at and accept that loss, because I had a job that was paying me good money. So I really shouldn't even mess with it. I was really wrong for what I did, that crime. And I live up to that responsibility that I was wrong for that act that I committed against her.
Okay, I hadn't heard you say much about the victim.
Well, the victim, she was a nice person. Me and her, we got along good. And that's why I said it really hurted me more. I knew it hurt her also, and I hope she come to forgive me, because she was like a daughter to me also, because when I first came into their life, it was her and her little baby was just born. And I worked at like 2 jobs, trying to take care of that family as well as take care of my children and help my wife out also from the other end. And the young lady, she never was no problem to me. And if she was standing here today, she'll tell you that me and her got along real good. And it was just like an act of something that came over me, and I don't even know why he was done what I did to her. And really, I'm sorry for what had happened. I'm very remorseful. I'm very regretful for what I did to her. But Alexis was a nice person. She was very nice to me. Her and her daughter both. And I treated them like they was like she was my stepdaughter, and I treated her like she was my granddaughter, the little baby. And it's that something happened between me and her mama, and I was angry, and I just took the anger out on her for some reason. It was wrong. It was wrong. It was wrong.
Okay. Have you taken some victim awareness training? And
Yes, sir. I took the victim awareness. I went to victim awareness class. I just come from out of that class. I took the pre-release class. I took the living balance, Cajun raging class. I took them classes, and I learned a lot from them. You know, not to let nothing trigger me to ever want to do this again. And there were some very successful classes. I learned a lot from them. Then hearing other people's story, how they had to learn how to control their anger, and how drugs, played a factor. I got her. I thank God now that I never had no desire to have any more drugs in my life.
And he done unplug my thing, plug my headphones back in. Stop, I got her. It's okay.
Okay, that was my next question. Is you keep talking about anger management and how you got to learn to get your temper under. But according to the police reports, you said something about you'd been to New Orleans and been doing cocaine all night or something before this happened. Is that correct?
No, I never got. I told him I was sniffing glue. I never done any cocaine.
Glue.
Okay, you never did it. No. You didn't tell Boo that you had gone to New Orleans and had been snorting coke all night?
Yo, coke? No, sir. Now, they might have put that down in the report, but sir, I tell you, I still blew. But coke, no. I still blew. That's all I do. Ever done in my life, I still blew from since I was a little bitty boy. Cocaine, I never did like the cocaine. I didn't like nobody do cocaine.
What kind of drug did you like best?
Only thing I ever did was glue, sniffing glue. Like
Sniffing glue. Wow. What
Were
the
you
hell?
sniffing glue before you did this? Beat this lady up?
Yes, I did. I was sniffing glue that night. Yes.
What's gonna keep you from sniffing glue when you get out?
Well, for one, I am mature and I know better now, not to sniffing it glue.
She just gets under my desk, Yo,
like
and
in
I'm
the
afraid
hobby
she's
shop,
gonna
I've been
unplug
around these
everything.
things.
We're gonna
I
go
ain't ever
down
said if I
stream.
wanted to do it, I don't do it. I've been around gas, and these are the things that, and I thank God I've been strong enough, thank you for that willpower, to not to even attempt to even get loaded or anything like this. And by watching these guys get loaded, I have seen guys through these years I've been down, getting loaded, how they react. This is the thing that keep me from even thinking about doing any drugs in my life again.
Because you've done some pretty bad things in your life. Wasn't just this one incident. Because you got sentenced to 43 years in jail and you've done about 20.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Pamela?
She does, Yo.
I have a
She
couple
wants to sit at
questions.
my feet.
Tell me about the aggravated escape. Where did you
Not
get
at my
that gun
desk.
from?
She'll unplug everything. And
The
then I'll be
aggravated
screaming.
escape took place in Jefferson Parish back in 1989. To me, it was an act of, I don't think somebody want to think, because as the FBI has said, it was totally impossible for him to say that you was in the backseat of a car. There was a gun. I told officer, I said, you got a gun in his backseat. Which he opened up the door, stopped the car, opened up the door. And when he done it, I ran out the car. I never did pick up the gun, but they found the gun. They found the gun. And from the FBI helped them find the gun.
Take the officer's gun from him also?
I didn't take no gun from no officer. Officer opened that back door. When he opened that, and that, excuse me, sir, when he opened that back door up, and when I told him he had a gun in that back seat, I'm handcuffed. I'm handcuffed from behind. And that's what happened. And that's why the FBI, when they caught up with me in St. Tammany Parish, that's when they asked me with a gun. And I said, they had the gun. The gun, when I come out the car, the gun hit the ground. And I kept running. But that was aggravated way back in 1989 on another charge. And
Yeah, I'm just reading from when the deputy turned around to look at the arrestee. He saw the offender had a silver-plated handgun in his hand and was pointing
Did
at
you
the
just see
deputy.
Mr. Carey at the bottom shake his head no? He's like, oh no.
That's in the, we don't need to discuss that.
when the FBI is
Let's go on to the other thing. When you were arrested, didn't you go to a house and hide under the porch with a bat? And then come back later?
I was sitting down by the trailer. I was sitting down by the trailer at the time when she came to the house, and I got out, and then when they pulled up in the car, I got up and I come talk to them, but I didn't have no bat in my hand. The bat
I don't remember anything. So you don't remember beating on the car with a bat?
No, sir, I didn't beat them on the car, on no bat.
I have.
When I talked to Alexis, she had got out the car, and the guy come out the car, they wanted to fight me, and she told me, leave me alone.
Yeah, he should have kept his mouth shut.
They had in court, they got somebody else DNA on it and somebody else fingerprints. There was no lines on that all.
He's done. Denied.
I have no
Boom,
further
boom.
questions.
They're done. Yep, exactly.
Okay, no questions. It's time for us to vote. Mr. England, you got a good support system. You got good, looks like you got good everything. The only thing bothers me is you got some serious crimes and you hadn't even served 50% of your time. And so my vote, because of that, I think you need more time in there. And think you need to really realize what kind of problems you got. It's not just anger. You got some substance abuse problems you got to deal with when you get out.
Shit.
And you also, I'm really concerned that I've asked you a
Lola,
couple of
stop.
questions, and Mr.
Stop.
Freeman's asked you a couple of questions, and you're completely at odds with what's written down in front of us by different people. It's not just one deputy could have told a little different story than what you got. It's several people here. And so I'm concerned with all of that, but the main thing is I think that you need to serve
That isn't his
at least
employer.
half your time. You need to serve 50% of the 43 years, and you got a terrible criminal history. So with that, my vote is to deny.
Mr. England, I do appreciate the comments that Warden Michelle has made on your behalf. I do agree with Mr. Prater, though, for the same reasons my vote today is to deny him parole. It's just not your day to day.
Don't give up. It's just
Okay,
not your day.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but your parole as of today has been denied. We encourage you to continue doing and acting like you're doing with your conduct and your
No, he's,
teaching and training and working out there and everything that you're doing. We appreciate your family being there to support you, and I know there will be the next time may work out better for you. So
he is this no, he's not with the state. This Kerry Myers, he's with some program that was going to help him out and help him get a job and a permanent place of residence and help him this, help him that, and you know, make sure he stays out of trouble and all that. That's all that guy was there for, is they have a program that guy works for. So, and that's why he was there. So, yeah.
that'll conclude this hearing. It's 10:39, and I think we're through at Hunt Correctional, so we'll be signing off for today. That's the end of parole.
That's the end of the parole. All right, guys. It's been fun. Come here, Lola. Let me show you off real quick. Come here, baby. Come here. Let me show you off real quick. Come here. Let's get a big up close view. Oh, there we go. There's some Lola love. There's some Lola love. Say hi, baby. Say hi. Okay. We're going to go night-night. Mommy's going to put all the children to bed. Okay. You tell everybody night-night. Say night-night. Okay. Peace. Rubber out. Y'all have a great night.
Life's a ride on